What is up, guys? Toss a coin here, and today I will be trying out PvP in Valheim for the very first time. I'm going to be playing on a server known as Arena World and sharing my PvP experience and gameplay. But before we get started, if you like the content, smash that like button and subscribe so that this content can get shared to as many people as possible. This all started with a poll that I posted asking about your PvP experiences. Many of you stated that you had never even given PvP in Valheim a decent try, which meant that it was my mission to shine a light on a less explored side of Valheim. Like I said, I played on a server known as Arena World. Their Discord and channel are linked in the description if you're interested in trying their server out, which I highly recommend. The guys at Arena World have come up with tons of potential ways to PvP. Dragon Ball Z Sky battles, Gladiator fights, Viking Sea battles, and their Hellfire Arena, to just name a few. Upon joining, I was quickly invited to a duel in their Spike Arena by the admin of the server. As a Valheim prodigy, I expected things to go my way as they always do. Then I was served a humble sandwich. The admin, who I'm going to call Ray for short, ran all of the game modes with our little group. One of the first group games I played was their Gladiator game mode, where a small group of low gear players have to try and take down one highly geared player in an arena. Let's just say this was not as easy as I thought it would be, but it sure was exciting. I honestly thought that just based upon how well the player playing the geared Gladiator was doing, that it would be a cakewalk for myself. Like a caged animal, I fight. Get me out of here. No. Please. See. Oh. As you might have noticed, combat in Valheim is fast-paced, erratic, and completely different from PvE. Facing off versus players presents a brand new challenge and replayability that PvE just can't offer. I will say though, I attribute a large amount of the fun I had to the fact that I was playing game modes with rules involved, and admin to moderate. Valheim is certainly balanced for PvE. If players were to PvP on a server without any rules or moderation, I bet there would be a large amount of griefing and trolling for newer players, and their experience could easily be ruined. Now, Arena World is not a US server. I believe their server is located somewhere in the UK, which surprised me because I feel like my gameplay felt fairly smooth and responsive. The latency may have affected some of the combat outcomes, but without more time PvPing, I can't say for sure how many of my missed attacks came down to how the game handles iframes and hitboxes, or if it was just a good old lag. Just for PvP in general, I would say the Atgear is king. The Atgear is much stronger than other weapons due to its range and its large sweeping special attack. The special attack helped make up for some of the animation locks that your character could get caught up in. I figured the parry would be much stronger than it actually was. It could have been the latency, but the parry was really only good for blocking big incoming damage. Other than that, it was kind of a waste of stamina because it was really difficult to capitalize on the stagger window. I guess this isn't such a bad thing, because PvP would quickly devolve into two people waiting for the other to swing, instead of the entertaining chaos that it is. Due to the gear in Valheim not inherently seeming to be balanced for PvP, most of the balancing came from the admins. They would decide what weapons and playable classes would be available for each game mode, and would make changes based upon how the games went and the feedback they received from the players.
Just for balance, I would say the bridge in the middle needs to be bigger and staff of protection should be removed. Because
probably, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, the rogue is supposed to snipe the mage, but the mage can tank it easily with the staff of protection.
I believe this is imperative to having a good PvP experience. Without the preset gear, it is likely you might feel like your sword is actually a pool noodle, or that your armor might simply be Swiss cheese. I only played on Arena World, and I can't say for sure how many Valheim PvP servers are out there, especially because my Reddit post asking about such servers was met with crickets. However, if you can find one, or you decide to join Arena World, I recommend it solely due to the social aspect. This is a brand new way to interact with others in the Valheim community. It doesn't even have to be that competitive. My PvP experience was surrounded with people who just wanted to share moments together, good and bad.
Come at me. Oh, alright.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What a showing. Yeah, what a showing. I'll be back in a minute, you know?
Be down.
No! Oh no!
Wanted to talk, aren't you?
A PvP server can serve as another way for our gaming community to come together to create these unforgettable moments. For instance, Arena World is hosting a tournament this Friday called the Savage Games. Just join the Discord and you can sign up. When it comes to the pros and cons of Valheim PvP, I'd say the pros of PvP in Valheim has to be the creativity and the action. Some of the game modes I played, I would never have thought of playing in Valheim. I literally rammed a longship into another team's longship and successfully boarded them. Let's go! That would seem...
Oh, how much damage?
I can't see! Some of the cons would be the lack of balance the gear currently offers in Valheim, and the fact that PvP feels like an afterthought to the devs. Like I said earlier, I don't think I would have had nearly as much fun if it wasn't for the admin running the PvP almost like a set of minigames. I think overall PvP has a ton of potential to be tons of fun, but it requires some structure in order to flourish. If you were to play PvP in Valheim, I would definitely look for a server with active admin who do their best to run balanced game modes. I had a ton of fun and look forward to having many more PvP experiences. I hope this video helps give more clarity on what PvP in Valheim can be like. And if you would like to see more PvP gameplay, just let me know down in the comments. And as always guys, see you next time.
How do I get my cart past theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
All
Yeah.
planned.